Okay, we're back from what we just did. We just did a little video talking about my bike, and now I'm gonna go back to what I was talking about before, which was my age. Yes, I'm an old person now. You probably can believe it. I feel old and young at the same time. It's all relative, right? We're gonna start this sucker up. We were on the side of the road doing stuff. 167 degrees is the engine temperature. We're gonna crank this button and it's gonna turn. There we go. Wow, perfect. So cool how that works. Anyways, we are at Bellevue High School. Bellevue High School. I just love coming to places when there's no one around. Like all these places where there typically be thousands of people. It's just very cool to see, to just be here when no one's here. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. We're gonna go up to these tennis courts. I remember being here on this bike. The last time I was here. I parked right over here. And they were hitting tennis balls, and a couple of them, yeah, there you go. There's a few tennis balls right here. There's one over the wall. I'm gonna take, oh shit, speed bump. I'm gonna take this one with me. Why not? If it's not busted. Looks like a nice tennis ball, actually. Yeah, it's fucking brand new. Nice. See? Early bird gets the frickin' worm, dude. It's kind of cool going to school and seeing big city buildings like that. Someone's having a White Claw party here. That's good. High schoolers, so, you know, they're 15, 16, 17 years old. I graduated high school. I was almost 19 years old. I got held back, or not held back. I had an extra year of preschool. I was you know, kind of on that. I was kind of right on that verge where, like, you'd be literally the youngest person in your grade or you'd be the oldest person in your grade, right? And so my mom, I guess, wanted me to be the oldest. And so like the month after I graduated high school, I turned 19. And now I am, like I was saying in my previous video, I can't believe how old I am. It's hard for me to believe because I don't feel like I don't feel like a lot of time has gone by since I was out of high school. But when I look at people who are in high school, I don't know what's this way. When I look at people who are in high school and I look at people that are younger than me, and I just see how I just kind of see them interact, I'm like, man, I do feel old. I'm not that young anymore. And so I'm gonna be 27 years old next week. I'm 26 right now. I don't think I've been on this road. Wolverine Way. Okay. So yeah, I'm 26 years old. I'm gonna be 27. I've never been on this road. Speed bump. And yeah, time really just, you know, it has a way of just it just keeps on going, right? It's relentless. So, you know, I remember being in high school and just a year, 6 months, a year out of high school, and now all of a sudden I'm 27 years old almost. So yeah, I'm always, you know, I do feel somewhat like I'm getting a little bit older, and, you know, some people will say, yeah, you're 20, you know, that's kind of old. You know, younger people, yeah, you're old, right? But to old people, you're like, man, that's really young, right? So it's all relative, right? Of course. I don't think I've ever been like in this, coming from this way. This is a weird way I've gone. So this is just a strange way in which I have decided to come here. Oh wow, they took that down. Oh my god. There used to be a little Thai restaurant here, and they demolished that. They're building a big high-rise there now. There's the LA Fitness I used to go to, but everything's closed now, of course. They demolished that place. There was a Asian restaurant there, and well, you know, they came in and demolished it. Yes, so and this commercial business is moving, right? They can't afford to be open when there's no one shopping there. Everything's closed. So my age, yes, I do feel like I'm getting kind of old. Just when I interact with people that are younger than me, or when I see them, I'm like, wow, you know, was I really like? And I don't think I was ever like that. I always felt I was a little more. I don't know. I didn't do any of the crazy kid stuff, right? I wasn't going around like driving crazy and smoking pot and drinking on the weekends and getting into trouble and doing that stuff. I mean, I didn't really do that. So I think I was always a little bit more mature for my age. Maybe not anymore, I don't know. I'm probably less mature for my age now. And what I mean by that is I'm not like in a relationship. I don't have kids. You know, I ride motorcycles. You know, I generally don't give a fuck. That's kind of my mentality about most stuff. And I think I don't know. Look at this little dog. Cute little puppy. Cute little puppy. You cute little puppy. So yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with obviously your parenting and just kind of your environment when you're growing up, right? Because you know, who you're around when you're young, it shapes a lot of your thought process and your decision making on pretty much everything, right? It's hard to change that when you're grown. You know, you have a way of how you think about stuff. You have habits of doing things a certain way, and it can be pretty hard to realize, hey, what I've been told my whole life, or what I've been thought to believe was kind of the right way to do things is you know, maybe it's wrong, right? I'm not talking about me. I don't think that's me, but you know, I definitely can see that. You know, a lot of people that of course, it's not a unusual thing to have. You know, when you're in school, you don't really understand everyone else's situation of what their home life is like, what their parenting situation is like, you know, what type of things they're going through. You have no idea, right? School is just an equalizer where everyone's going to school. Get out of the way. Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. That's the closest I think we hit it. I'll have to look at the camera on that, dude. That was fucking crazy. They usually get out of the road like way before that. I gotta honk for him this time. Get out of the road. Get out the road. Fucking bird. Yes, so people's situation is always different, and I didn't know that at all, right? And I think every kid is the same way. You're like, you know, even like I hear rich kid, or not like really famous kids of celebrities, they'll be, when they, you know, they get interviewed and they're like, get out of the way, bird. And they're like, yeah, I just thought everyone's dad was a rock star, right? You know, the kids of like a rock and roll legend, or someone that was like a billionaire. And they're like, yeah, I thought everyone lived on, you know, I thought everyone had, you know, 3 Ferraris and they had a butler and you know, a 10,000 square foot house with like 3 different pools. I just thought that, and of course you would, right? Because you don't know any better. You're a kid. You don't know any better. You know, you're totally indoctrinated to what your environment is and who your parents are and what's going on. So if you live in a trailer, that's awesome, right? Because that's your home, right? If you live in a mansion, that's awesome too, because that's your home. That's the only thing you know. That's why kids are like just the best thing, right? Because they're like dogs. They don't have really a brain of their own yet, right? They're happy with what they have, no matter what it is, most of the time, right? Now, once you become an adult, I mean, there's people that are way happy. Uh-oh, hold on. My mic just fell. I'm sure that's gonna mess up the audio. I'm sure that's gonna mess up the audio, guys, so hold on, let me fix this. I gotta find a place I can pull over, and we will be fixing this momentarily. I've never been up here, so let's go up here. It's great. I have literally seen just basically no cars, so this is awesome. Let's fix this right now. Let me fix my microphone. Let me take my helmet off.